What is up, my Jeep Commander friends? Alright, so I was YouTube videoing how to remove these fender wells, and I believe it when they say it, but it was already done. This motor has already been engine swapped out of a Liberty. But yeah, it was all push pins. I did not have to pull out the plastic clips that go, well, you can't really see, but there's plastic clips in here that hold the fender flare on. But they were already, so there's two rivets right there and right there, but they were already drilled out that go. I think one goes there. And I'm trying to find the other one. It didn't even have push pins in, so I'm not even sure exactly to is where they locate. Anyhow, you're supposed to drill out those rivets, and then along the whole outside edge there's push pins. But anyways, I did it, and it makes it so much easier to get to the exhaust bolts right there. I'm trying to zoom in for you guys, sorry. There, those two bolts do the exhaust manifold to your Y-pipe, I guess you'd call it. Anyhow, makes it so much easier. What I did, because I was only going to do the head gaskets, is I unbolted that head from the exhaust manifold, sorry. I'm like, well, it's so tight in there, like literally, like you can get in there, but it sucks. I'm like, no, there has to be an easier way. So I googled how to take the inner fender wells off, and I had like lots of guys arguing me that you can't. Oh yeah, there's an access panel I never noticed right there. Literally you can get at like bell housing bolts and everything. There's the bell housing bolts, which is beauty. But yeah, so I'm got to take off these two exhaust bolts. Those other two on that other side, I already took the manifold off, so it'll come out just without the exhaust manifold. And then I'll have to I'm just going to unbolt them when the engine comes out. And then, yeah, I can get to the bell housing bolts. Another thing I didn't know about these Jeeps, which is pretty cool. Here, I'll just get under here real quick like. I had another magnetic light. I might have left it under the Jeep. And it's probably dead. You know how magnetic lights go. Anyhow, yep, it's right there. Right where I left it. I might have shut it off. Oh, it's caught on a rock on this creeper. Okay. Did I shut it off? No, she's deader than a doorknob. Anyhow, probably don't need a light for this. So no, you do. Anyhow, your flywheel bolts, there's a plate on the bottom right in that plate there, goes to the bottom of the transmission, goes all the way to the bottom, and I unbolted it, and right here is the flywheel. That's the flywheel that I'm touching. But the bolts, locate the bolts right there. And I took the starter off. There's the starter hole. Starter's just hanging out right there. Anyhow, sorry, starter is right up here. It's really dark without the light. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I really wish my light wasn't deader than a doorknob, but that was, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so that's how you locate your flywheel torque converter bolts, is you pull that plate off, and then obviously you'll have to come through here off that bolt right there. That's the main crankshaft, and you can come through on an angle, or you might even be able to come through here somewhere. But right there, come down with a long pry bar and turn it, and then you'll want to lock it somewhere, and then you'll undo a bolt. I've got an electric 3/8 ratchet that I'm just gonna, like, I'll break them free and then I'll ratchet them out, and then yeah, same thing with the bell housing bolts. They're going to be super easy. There's so much extra room with the 3.7 motor. Which I've had a Jeep Cherokee with the 3.7 in it. The same one that I got for the Parse Jeep that's on the other video that I made. So yeah, I'm learning as I go, guys. Cannot wait to use this sucker. This is going to be awesome. I got a couple engine stands, but they're nowhere here. I need to try to get my buddies to drop them off. I still need a chain to hoist the motor out. But yeah, 2 exhaust bolts, however many flywheel torque converter bolts, and then I think all I got left are like 4, maybe 6 top bell housing bolts, and then the motor comes out. These Jeeps are super simple to work on. I wish I took a video of, you know, how to take the whole front bumper and clips and these metal rods that come up, and I just tuck this down and out of the way. So much extra room, man. I'm not used to this. I'm used to like V8s, not V6s, so this is pretty cool. And this motor I am fixing. They put a brand new timing chain kit in there, which I was super pumped about. You know, brand new gaskets and everything. And yeah, just have, you can see the residue right there coming out from the head. So I've shown it a lot of times on this video. You can kind of see the residue on this side in there. You can really see it come out from that side of the head. So that's where the head gasket leaks. So hopefully, fingers crossed, those are brand new heads. They are brand spanking new. Brand new head bolts. Yeah. There's brand new gaskets, brand new timing chain set. You know, you got your sliders, I guess you'd call them. You pull out the pin on these guys, and it puts tension on them. I think that would be here or something. And then it releases this pin and comes out. Yeah, I assume that's how it worked. It's been a long time. I did it on my 4.7 Dodge Durango, but yeah, gives you all sorts of room if you remove those, and you don't have to take these off. You don't actually have to pull these off at all. They're literally just, they were just all push pins. Yeah, so super pumped about that. These two, apparently you do have to drill out their rivets. But again, they didn't even put them back in here when they did the motor swap. So I hope that helps you guys, gives you some kind of insight on the motor swap. I'm going to try to keep these videos going. And yeah. I'm super pumped about this Jeep. I love it. It's good, clean interior. I'm trying to keep videos going as I roll. So may or may not pull the hood off but I'm probably going to lower the Jeep when I go to do this. I'm probably going to take the jack stands out, put a jack from the back side, like underneath, and then I'm going to have somebody lower it. And then, yeah, just so I can break it free and come up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the engine back as far as I can. And so I don't hit the condenser, I'm going to put it back on the wheels, lower off the jack stands, you know, probably just put 2 lug nuts on each side just to yard it out of the shop. And then I'll set that motor, like I said, over here somewhere, or probably over here on an engine stand, or even a tire for now until I get my engine stands. I don't care. And then, yeah, and then I'll get the other Jeep in here, yard that motor out as soon as possible. I want to wash it, but I might just have to wait till it's in this Jeep, and then I can make it to a car wash because I don't have a hot water pressure washer. I do have engine degreaser, I do have a garden hose, but it's getting into the minus like 5 degrees Celsius here in the old Canada, so it's getting chilly. Frost on the windshield in the mornings, you know. I know I'm not going to beat old man winter on this, but I'm putting a good dent in it, guys. Yeah, these whoever had this added all sorts of stupid wiring. That's an antenna wire for the stereo that they actually tucked in, goes into the cab. So I'm probably gonna tie it up better so it's more good than that black and red antenna wire. But yeah. So motor was a good runner, just smoked like a mofo, and then you could obviously see where it was leaking out from the head, which is a shame. So the story is this is a Jeep Liberty motor. They pulled off of out of a wrecker. So unknown how many kilometers are actually on it, but these heads were brand new. They did the head gaskets. They did the timing chain, all that stuff, and they dropped it in. Now, the original motor out of this Commander, I don't know where it is, don't care. But I know the parts Jeep Cherokee that's literally outside of the garage door, parked right in front of that door. It has around 240, 250,000 on it. So I'll get as much mileage out of that as I can. Just regularly maintain it. I don't even care if it burns oil. I'm just going to keep going until I have to swap back to this motor. But yeah, I'm going to fix this motor right up. I don't even care what the heads cost to shave, fix, whatever. If they're absolutely pooched, then I'll just buy heads. Because this is a good running motor. I should post a video of it running. Like, it runs so good. All right, guys. I'll stop rambling until next time.